Hello everybody, FM22 here, and welcome back to the next episode in the Part Time to Big Time Save. I hope you're all doing very well wherever you are, and I hope you're enjoying the save. Let's just start as usual with the kind of housekeeping from the last episode. So we drew 3-3 with Blackburn, and then we got beat 2-1 in the Carabao Cup to Gillingham. We got beat 2-0 offline to Blackpool, which is a very poor game. We drew 1-1 with Birmingham. Let's just pull it all up. Let's see. Yeah, I think we were the better side there, if I remember rightly. Scott Twine keeping up his excellent early season form, 4 goals in 4 games. But we did unfortunately concede in the 81st minute to deny us our first league win. But we did pick that up in the next game. Excellent 2-0 win to Bournemouth. And again, that we absolutely dominated. They were nowhere near us. Rodell Richards and Scott Twine again with the goals there. So yes, fantastic. A little bit of transfer business as well. We've brought in Joel, I'm going to butcher this pronunciation, Latibaudiere. I'm going to call Latibaudiere, for 80,000 from Swansea. So that's some more defensive cover. And then scouts turned up this guy called Romolo, Brazilian centre-back. It was available for £300,000, so I've snapped him up as well, and he's straight into the starting lineup. So this is the side that we're going to go with for the QPR game. I think this episode will do the QPR game and the Sheffield United game. We'll do all of September and see how that goes. So yes, so this is the side we're going with. We've got Horn in the nets. Fielding, Carter, Romolo and Shipley's moved across to left back. A little bit of a problem area for us. Smith, Perkins and Kobe Manu in the midfield. Scott Twine behind Vale and Cox, with Rodell Richards ready to step in at a minute's notice should Cox, who despite kind of value worth and is wanted by Burnley, Brentford and Fulham, hasn't really hit his stride this season. So we'll just see how that goes. Rodell Richards is waiting to relieve him of his duties, so to speak. So here we go. Again, sorry for those of you who've been eagerly awaiting the next episode. I'm still suffering from a little bit of back pain, which is hampering my ability to make any videos at the moment. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it will resolve shortly. A quick trip to the chiropractor's and I should be back to my old self. Here we are with the first highlights of the episode. We've picked up 3 bookings in the first 10 minutes. That's incredible. It's a good save. That's a dangerous ball. I can't believe I've 3 bookings in 10 minutes. And one of them's not Sonny Perkins, which makes it maybe even more incredible. That's a shocking stat. And now we've conceded. Quite a horrendous start for us here. Well, I don't quite really know what to say there. We're obviously in 3 defenders as well. I've never had so many bookings in the first 10 minutes. That's a shocker. So we're really up against it now. If we finish the game with 10 men, with 11 men, sorry, I'll be very surprised. Fielding picks up the ball here to Shipley. Kobe Manu gone wide and gone back inside to Shipley, who's played it to Perkins. Lovely back heel to Shipley. And we're taking a time over this, which I don't necessarily mind. That's a lovely ball wide to Fielding. Let's see what he can deliver here. It's a looping ball. The keeper, I think, it hit the bar. He's took a deflection on the cross and crashed off the bar. Here's Vale bursting through the defence to Cox to Vale. And Cox has had an effort and it's a poor one. Yeah, I'm thinking I may bring in Richards full-time up front alongside Vale in the partnership that worked so good last season. I just thought Cox has probably got the more potential, but maybe Richards is a better player right now for us. It's looking that way. The good news is we haven't had any more bookings. As Cox bursts through, he's crashed that against the crossbar. Thunderous effort. And that was away. I thought that was going to be a penalty then, but he's managed to get clear that away. Oh, I don't know whether the keeper got a slight touch on that one, tipped it onto the bar. Okay, so that takes us through to half time in a game where we haven't really, well, Perkins has been booked now, so that's 4 bookings in a game where we haven't really got going, to be honest. Maybe a little bit hampered by the bookings, but there's no one playing well. 6.8 is the highest, or sorry, 6.9, the keeper is the highest rating we've got here, so no one's playing well at all. Shipley infield to Cox, he's got a little run here. It's a long ball, it's a ball in the Vale, it's a terrible header. You're not going to score from there. And this looks like it might develop into a highlight for Queen's Park Rangers. Twine has played off field, he's made a lung bursting run down the right. Can he deliver? The answer is no. And it will eventually turn into a highlight for QPR, it would seem. Oh, I mean, it's weak by us. I know we've stepped up a division, and you know there's probably quite a big gulf between Division 1 and Championship, but it's just not good enough by us this game. After the last game where we smashed Bournemouth, who were probably on paper a better side than QPR, we've just capitulated here. It's been very poor. I don't want to see another replay of that. Twine's having a stinker. The entire defence is having a stinker. Let's make a triple change. Fielding can come off for Johnston. Carter can come off for Latibaudier. And we'll bring off Twine for McNally. I think the game's beyond us, but let's give some players a bit of match experience. We've edged the possession, 51% possession to 49, but we've not done much with it. I imagine a lot of sideways passes. So there you go, petering out, I'd say, into a rather disappointing performance all round, and a 2-0 defeat away at QPR. So that was very poor. We are training tomorrow, you don't deserve a day off. Looking like an early Sunday morning, 5-mile run around the training field to get that performance out to the system. So yeah. Very poor first game of the episode there. There's no Vale has now gone 12 hours without scoring, so that's kind of where the problems are coming from, I'd say. O'Neill has been sacked by Huddersfield. They're in the Championship, so we won't be applying for that. So that's pretty poor. So we'll play the Middlesbrough and Derby games offline and come back for the Sheffield United game at the end of September. Okay, so welcome back to the second match of the episode. The indifferent form has continued in the 2 offline games. A 1-0 win, was that away? Yeah, away at Middlesbrough. Rodell Richards setting up Jack Vale to break his recent goal drought, so that was rather encouraging. Some great performances there, followed up by a 2-1 defeat away to Derby. Cobby Mainu with the first goal, and then we conceded 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. One of them a quite controversial penalty that consigned us to defeat there. So here we are at home to Sheffield United, who are mid-table in the Championship. Very similar to us, well, 1 point and 1 place above us, but we have played the game less. I've just turned down a job interview with Huddersfield. I didn't think that was the right thing to do. I think unless it's a Premier League club offering us a job, or one of the really big Championship clubs that are in this league at the moment, maybe Wolves. Obviously, if Blackburn come calling, I'll go running there. Crystal Palace, maybe. If it's one of the big Championship clubs, we'll go to there. But otherwise, we'll just stick with MK Dons unless a Premiership one comes calling. So, here we are with the team we're going to go with today. Horn in the nets, Fielding, Carter, Romulo, and Shipley in defence. Smith, Perkins and Mainu in midfield. Twine behind Vale and Cox, because Richards picked up a bit of a tight thigh. So he can definitely good to come off the bench. He probably could start, but we'll just see how it goes. And there we go. So let's see how we get on against the side who are probably larger than us in terms of wage bills, etc. In fact, there was a stat that came up on my news feed showing the wages for the Championship, and we are bottom, £140,000 a week. We are bottom of the wage bill for the Championship, so we're obviously running on the smallest budget of everyone here. So just survival in this first season is what we'll be looking at. Sheffield United have stopped. Perkins has been booked, so I think that's him missing the next game. That's his 5th booking of the season already. Which is why we've brought in a lot of players as cover. Twine has gone wide to Shipley. Lovely ball into Vale, and he probably should have done better there. Perkins in field to Twine. It's a lovely ball out wide to Fielding. The deep cross in. Shipley's picked this up, and Vale has took that away, and that's a lovely goal. That's Vale's bread and butter. Right in front of the goal. Porcher's finish. Shipley not giving up on the cross, firing it across, and yeah, Vale couldn't miss from there. A la Gert Muller type finish. But they've broken through here and they've hit the post. Woo. That was a little too close for comfort there. Enoch Mwepu scoring from Middlesbrough there. He's a good player. Plays for Brighton in real life, doesn't he? He's a good player. I like him in real life. Be interesting to see how Brighton get on in the post-Potter era. And he's obviously just took up the job at Chelsea. Defence is playing well. Sheffield United are, it's a very equal game really. We're dominating possession, more XG, very similar in shots and shots on target, so we're good value for the 1-0 lead. Twine isn't playing particularly well. Let's make a double sub there. Let's bring Twine off McNally, who's his regular replacement, and Cox is playing okay. Let's bring on Richards to see if he can continue his lovely partnership with Jack Vale. McNally with a lovely, he's won the ball back there, and Richards onto Vale. Vale a chance to stretch his legs infield to Richards. Oh, it's lovely. That's a fantastic goal. Just what we needed there. Settle the nerves. Richards winning the initial header. Vale drawing two defenders to him and then playing a... No one tracked him. Who was that defender there? Domingos. Well, shocking defending. Didn't track his man. Burst through. Lovely side foot finish. 2-0. Hayden Carter looks like he's given everything. Let's give him a rest. Bring on Latibaudier, who's probably good enough to start. Latibaudier, to be honest. I just like the score that Domingos has made up for his mistake for the goal, and he's dragged Sheffield United back into this. Yeah, Latibaudier is probably good enough to start, but I do like that Carter and Romolo has come in and really hit the ground running. So at the moment he'll have to be resigned to a substitute and relief appearances. Another, that was just gone over, another corner there that we're having to defend. I mean, they've got Podence in their side. He must be worth quite a bit in this. Yeah, 23 to 40 million. So, you know, the players they've got, I imagine Podence is probably on more than all of our team combined. Brewster, it's a great save. Brewster's obviously quite a highly rated forward. So if we can just survive this and hang on to the win, it will be a fantastic one for us. This ball needs to be played correctly, but he's burst through on his own. Oh, and the keeper saves a long bursting box-to-box run from McNally. And there we go, a lovely, fantastic 2-1 win for us there. Some excellent performances. Shipley with a sterling performance at left back. Vale, Richards, Fielding. Fielding has come in, really is playing well. I'm very happy with his development. So there we go. Let's see, let's make sure there's no injuries and whatnot, and we'll see what games we'll do next. That's moved us up to 12th in the table. So that's I'll take a finish there for sure. Come the end of the season. No one injured, so that's good. Right, so let's just see what we'll do for the next episode, shall we? Crystal Palace will be a good one. We'll do Crystal Palace and Cardiff. So I'll play the Hull and Bristol City games offline. We'll see how we fare against one of the big boys in the league, and then we'll do the Cardiff game. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much, as always, for the continued support. I really do enjoy making these videos, and I'm glad you enjoy watching them. So there you go. Please click on the like for the video, and click on the link to subscribe. It really helped me out. And other than that, just stay safe, and I shall see you next time. Thank you.